Start. Mr. Khanna, Learned Senior Counsel, submits that the order of the learned single judge is bad in law and is liable to be set aside. It is contended that the negligence of the respondent is writ large on the face of the record for the reason that the respondent has not denied that on the fateful day rupees 2,07,500 of different denominations were withdrawn for disbursal. It was not disputed that there was a shortage of rupees 1,48,000. It was also not disputed that this cash was in the custody of the respondent, and having regard to the fact that the tribunal, as also the learned single judge, has directed return of this amount, would show that the charge stands duly proved, and once the charge is duly proved, neither the tribunal nor the court could have interfered in the punishment so awarded to the workman. It is also submitted that although there was electricity failure at the relevant time, but there was enough light otherwise in the cabin of the head cashier because an special arrangement had been entered into with Pile Cinema, and whenever the light failure occurred, the electricity would be automatically generated in the head cashier's cabin through the generator set up by the cinema hall. It has also been submitted before us that the testimony of the bank remained unrebutted, and on the other hand, no evidence was led by the workman. Mr. Khanna, learned senior counsel, submits that it is an admitted position that opportunity to lead evidence was granted to the workman, but he decided not to lead any evidence, and also that the workman had addressed two subsequent letters to the inquiring officer dated 29th October 1984 and 5th November 1984, but did not complain of the inquiry being conducted in haste. It is thus contended that no benefit could have occurred in favor of the workman, and the finding that principles of natural justice were not followed given by learned single judge is erroneous, and thus the view taken by the learned single judge that the inquiry stands vitiated on account of denial of reasonable opportunity to the respondent to lead evidence is also illegal. Mr. Khanna, learned senior counsel, has also strongly urged before us today that the charge was framed against the workman as per the bipartite settlement dated 19th October 1996 under para 19.5J, taking into account the fact that it has not been disputed that the act of the respondent was prejudicial to the interest of the bank. It was a case of gross negligence causing serious loss of rupees 1,48,000 to the bank. He submits that since the amount was entrusted to the respondent and was in his custody, the onus shifted on him to prove as to how that amount was removed right under his nose from his cabin, and in the absence of any evidence led by him, or in the absence of any explanation rendered by him, the inquiry officer rightly reached the conclusion that the respondent had shown gross negligence which resulted in substantial loss to the bank. So thanks guys, please like, share and subscribe our channel.